Hey folks, it's Bill Swift from Swift Canoe and Kayak. We are here to show you a brand new model for us. This is the Keewaydin 17 Combi. Our Combi canoes have been our fastest growing category over the last 2 years, and they're boats that can do everything. They're solo canoes, they're tandem day paddling canoes, they're tandem tripping canoes, they're a 3-person boat if you want them. And our new multi-height seat system makes them even more versatile. Let me go over this one in detail with you. This 17 Combi has our brand new color in our Kevlar Fusion laminate. This is the amber cloth, which is a combination of black and gold aramid fabric. Super cool looking when you see it. It looks absolutely fantastic with a black and gold carbon Kevlar trim and our cherry interior. So this particular boat has our standard carbon Kevlar trim package, which is cherry interior pieces, and I'll go through all the details of this. This is our cherry sliding seat. So this particular one, smaller people like moving the seat forward where they can rest their feet on the float tanks. Taller people will bring the seat back more, give them a little bit more knee and foot room. When you find the right position, there are a couple locking bars on the bottom of this, but you don't necessarily need to use them. I find that just putting weight on it really keeps the seat in place, and I like the versatility of the bow paddler being able to move a little bit while you're moving. Now, I do like to put the locking knobs on when I'm driving with the boat or if I'm doing a portage. Let's go down the boat. This particular boat has the cherry detachable yoke on it. You want it detachable because the center seat is right in the balance position, and if the yoke is here, it's in the way if it's fixed. The beauty of the super cool pin system that we've developed is that it's very easy to take the yoke off, very easy to put the yoke back on. You just set the bolts right in the slots and you tighten it back on. The cherry's beautiful. It matches the rest of the wood in the boat. Now, if you want to save a little bit of weight, we've developed a new yoke this year. This one is made out of sassafras. Check out the pattern on it, super cool. Now, sassafras is not quite as strong as the cherry, but it's literally a pound lighter. So if you want to get a super lightweight yoke, don't want to get the carbon, want the wood to match, it's not a bad match right here. You can even put a little bit of a dark stain on it, as the cherry will darken over time. But very lightweight way to get a detachable yoke. So whether you get the cherry or the sassafras, this is so cool. This is our multi-height pod system, where very easy, it's got these pins on it. You can take it right off very easily. There's 2 magnets on the back bar. And these magnets correspond to magnets that we build into our multi-height pods right here. So we do this all in-house. This particular part, we've worked really hard on getting the right angles of both the upper and the lower pod system. The magnets get put on the inside before we adhere these to the boat. We do these different sizes, different angles for each of the models that we do them with. They're available on all of our Combi boats and our solo canoes. So then the pin system we have. So when we put this in, very easy. Look at that. Beautiful. So if you want to go out paddling solo, be right in the balance position. Now, one cautionary thing about this, we've had a couple smaller gales by solo canoes for tripping. They didn't have the weight and or the power to really keep those boats going on a real windy day. Flat water day, very light winds, no problem. But just be note of it. I'm pretty big, I'm 6'4", so I can paddle these boats on a windy, wavy day. When I take Combi canoes out, I like to take both a canoe paddle and a kayak paddle. I love the graceful motion of the canoe paddle, but the kayak paddle's great if it does get a little windier. This is what the boat would look like if you want to take this boat out now is a tandem canoe on a tandem trip. So you screw this in, and when you put these yokes on, folks, you're not Hercules. You don't want to crank and crank and crank. Just get it snug. When you flip the boat up, put one hand on each gunnel. Don't put all your weight on the yoke. This one also has the center foot bar on it, and this can be taken off. So I'll just do a quick flip up here. It's such a nice setup right here. This is a great two-person tripping boat, my favorite for my size and for the type of trips I want to go on. So I've got a great two-person tripping boat. If I want to put the seat in the lower position, with the adjustable carbon foot bar on it, I can really brace my legs nicely. I can really get a lot of power and control with it. Then we've got the standard stern thwart stern seat with a nice wide frame to it. Guys, this boat is beautiful. It's super versatile. There's so many things you can do with it, and it's lovely. Here's another Keewaydin 17 Combi. This one's an Expedition Kevlar with a beautiful Basalta Negra commingle cloth on the outside, with a beautiful ruby finish on the inside. And a really cool feature of this boat is that the customer ordered it with the black reflective stickers on it, which are so cool. If you're ever paddling out at night and someone just flashes a light on you, they really have so much pop to them. Super cool look to it. Now this boat also is loaded with accessories, so let me show them to you. The first is that it's got the Carbon Tech package. All the interior parts in this are carbon. It's got the nice carbon bow sliding seat on it. Smaller paddlers can move the seat forward. Bigger paddlers keep the seat back more. This one also has the kayak foot braces in for solo paddling, which are good to use with both seat height positions I'll go over with you. This one also has the carbon detachable yoke on it. The yoke, the cross thwarts, the handles, these are all hollow composite parts that are made with in-house. Got two engineers that have developed them, done a super cool job. Very lightweight, very beautiful. This is a great option to have. Now this boat also has the center seat right in the balance position. So if you want to solo a lot, if you try to use a seat further back or sit in the bow seat and turn it around backwards, one end sticks way up and the wind can blow it around. In this particular position, you're right at the center balance point, in the pivot point of the boat. So, for example, if you want to, you can move over to the side a little bit because we've got such a wide frame seat to it with the angle to the front bar. You can paddle it in the traditional manner where it's leaned over to the side. You can paddle some nice graceful strokes, use a straight shaft paddle. Now, then a lot of people like to sit more upright and either use a straight shaft or bent shaft canoe paddles. And then another really cool thing about this is that this is a great boat to paddle with a kayak paddle. I like, because it's a wider boat, a 260 to 280 adjustable length paddle. I like going between 260 and 270 on this boat, and I judge the length by where the drip rings will keep the water out of the side of the boat, and bending branches and Werner make beautiful paddles for that. Now the seat is very easy to pop out, so I can take this out of position very quickly, and I can put it down to the lower seat position. So, Great two-person boat, tripping or day paddling. A really good solo boat to use with a canoe paddle or a kayak paddle in the upper seat position. A great center seat also to use a kayak paddle for more stability if you want to get into a lot of fishing and so on. Or we call it the grandparent canoe. If you want to go out with 3 people in the canoe sometimes, and you want the person in the middle to have a lot more feeling of stability, when you keep the weight low in the boat, you definitely add more stability to it. Super cool look to it. Now this particular customer also ordered it with the universal mount package on the stern thwart. Fishing rod accessories, GoPro mounts, really cool option to get if you're into that type of thing. And here's a great feature that I think everyone who gets a Keewaydin 17 or 16 should get. This is an adjustable carbon foot bar, so there's a very wide range where you can have it set up, where when you paddle in the boat, you want your knees bent a little bit, and it gives you so much more power when you paddle, when you can brace your feet against something. You actually transmit your power on a stroke by pushing on your feet. And if you're out on a windy day, you want to lean on your paddle a little bit more, this carbon foot bar is a great option. The stern seat also, absolutely beautiful setup. So this brand new Keewaydin 17 Combi, ruby finish, expedition Kevlar, ooh la la. I gotta have one of these. Here is our new Keewaydin 17 Combi in the absolute très magnifique, nicest configuration that we do. Absolutely beautiful. This one has the carbon Negra texturing with the black carbon and the spread toe fabric with the Negra, the white fibers in it, pressed into it. First layer that we put into the boat, so once we infuse this laminate and you walk by the color on this, it's got this, it almost moves with you. It's like the Mona Lisa eyes following you around. This is an absolutely spectacular finish, and this particular customer ordered it with the aqua blue bottom and the matching aqua stickers. This has many features of the boats we just showed you. It's got the carbon bow sliding seat to it that we have super cool technology when we do all our carbon seats. There are layers of carbon wrapping a foam core, and we build a carbon I-beam into each one of the pieces on this. It all gets infused as one structural part. This baby also has the carbon detachable yoke, super cool feature. Then it's got our brand new multi-height pod system, and we need to emphasize on the Combi canoes that you can order them either with a fixed seat in the middle at the upper position, or you can get a detachable version of the seat with the upper position only. That's standard. The 3 seats in the fix, the detachable version of that is an option, or this one has the multi-height pod system, where it gives you the ability to mount the seat in both positions very quickly. Now, whenever you're traveling with any of our Combi canoes, I always take all the detachable parts out of the boat when I'm doing it. So I take the detachable seat out, the detachable yoke off. Going down, bumping on the highway, you just don't want to risk having them rattle loose. So this baby, Keewaydin 17 Combi, carbon Negra texturing, aqua blue bottom. This baby is absolutely beautiful. Now, any of our Combi canoes, the Prospector 15, the Prospector 16, the Keewaydin 16, or the Keewaydin 17, can be ordered in any of these laminates with any of these trim systems. The hardest thing may be for you to decide which one is the best for you.